Hi, John Wanoa here. This is a message for you, Robert MUIR, the Land Register General of New Zealand. You know me well enough over the years of doing land titles, and 1/61 Cook Street has been a big problem all the way through since I've been doing the Manukau lands titles here in Auckland on the British titles. So I've sent you some documents to update you on where we are with this block of land that I've been disputing for so long. There is evidence now, after these 6 years, that the title is fraud. As I've been saying all along, that has been ignored by the Crown, Corporation, private companies of the Government of New Zealand. And it is linked from Douglas Rickard Bell, the previous owner of the land block before Simon Brent Browntree and James Pierce Brown took over, knowing or not knowing that there was a problem with that title. Now I know, as well as you do, that there is a lot of corruption in the legal system here with the police and their private prosecutions. The police private prosecutions is quite different to police prosecutions, in that they are getting involved with private matters of contract that they have little or no knowledge when they go into it and make mistakes. That is quite evident here with Aaron Pascoe, Detective Senior Sergeant and Criminal Investigator. Aaron Pascoe has been shifted out of the Auckland Central District area because I know that he has been assisting the fraud land transactions in all this time that I've been exposing to the public what's been going on ever since Mohi Manukau was alive here with me. And all the old people have left me with the titles of the old original Hapu Chiefs Confederation under this flag, Robert, under this flag, which is still live. Now, this is a lien mortgage flag, okay? This is the mortgage lien flag of Admiralty for land titles. That I'm saying that the government, if they're using it, they're in trouble right now because of what's happening in England and with the Queen going to EU Parliament as a threat now. Now your department is still running under the Queen in conflict with this land block. That's what I'm saying right now to you as the Register General of Lands on your Liens titles, when there is the Crown British title here that I'm talking about under the Maori court of John Rogan, the deed 339 Crown Grant title here is what I'm talking about. Why you failed to register our names as the original owners to Britain, not to Australia Liens titles like you have with the Ngāti Whātua is going to be in trouble. I'm telling you right now, the Crown and the iwi Maoris are in trouble right now legally with these land titles, and my lawyer knew that. He knew what I'm talking about on these titles. Now I just want to let you know that that pound note there, Robert, is a debtor's notice from this flag up against the property. Okay, the land is a debt instrument against the fraud that's happening on that land. This is from me, straight from Britain and Westminster, where I'm going to, as our own political party, to straighten out and save Westminster from your Queen that's on your documents and on your courts and on your police, have corrupted the whole system. Why has she run away? Why has she run away? And why did the Australian government and their governor of Victoria try to go back to Queen Victoria? And you can see by those videos I sent you, I stopped them from doing that, because that's like creating treason in reverse, right? Going back and assuming and their monarch. And you must tell me who you're swearing your oath of office to in your LINZ department, Robert, because the Queen is not there, and the public don't know that you are conducting business as if she is there. I'm telling the whole world she's not there. She's in a threat position against Westminster. She's trying to shut down, and I'm going there to save it with this flag that you guys have got here on that mortgage land. Okay, so you do one of two things. You either listen to me or you don't, because the British are watching, because the police would not assist me. So I'm getting the British military in. They own this pound note. They own all these pound notes, Robert. They own all these pound notes with me to recover them. Okay, these pound notes, they'll recover them. Okay, yeah, that's another one of them, 1 billion. Okay, so they'll recover these notes for us and build it. All you people who are creating fraud and corruption on our lands. Okay, so that's what's really happening, is the fraud on our land that I am not happy with as a native landowner. I'm just getting these pound notes so I can show you. So here we go. I'll just show you these pound notes so that you know what I'm talking about as debtor instruments. There's Matt Taylor in England. Okay, he's got his own party, SOS party, and he's supporting us in our party, the Moai King William Party. And so that's that's a £100 million note against any debtors. Okay, now this one here is for the block of land. Okay, this is going to the bank against 1/61 Cook Street, and it's going in the bank as debtor instruments against your department, the police who are interfering, and also the Doug Rickard Bell and Simon Roundtree and James Brown have got another one like this on top of their head. This is Doug Rickard Bell's bill with all you people who have colluded to conspire to defraud that land property. I want you to respond to me, because I'm alleging that your department has fobbed us off. And when we have the real title, you and your iwi Maoris have got a problem, because they're going to wear these notes. And this one, the £1 trillion note, that one, is up against the police, right? The police have got this because of Aaron Pascoe on that block of land interfered with my contracts. Okay, so that bill is up against the whole police force. Okay, the whole police force. And this one here is one up against your government in Wellington, the City of London, corporate company of the Rothschild banks, the Bank of England, 970 million trillion pound note, that's it there. Okay, that's me and Jamie and King William, okay, and King Arthur, King Robert the Bruce, okay, Robert the Bruce, Scottish, okay. The Scottish put these land titles together, so we're using the Scottish land titles and our memorials, the Moai Statue Memorial, to bill every fraud person on the Queen's side. All these are going against the Queen, Robert. I'm just telling the whole world what I'm doing. It's going up against the Queen and her organisation. Now, that there, 26.56 million, is a data instrument on 61 Cook Street. Okay? 61 Cook Street. That's a government valuation of that property going in the bank. Okay? It's going in the bank. We're seizing our land back. And if you don't put our name, Moai King William Trust, on the title and discharge James Pierce Brown and Simon Brent Roundtree and their Roundtree Trust Limited Company and their City Works Depot Limited Company, corporations, and themselves with the capital letter on Brown and capital letter on Roundtree, surnames, those two guys are corporate and person names under this flag of Admiralty. You can't show me your own Admiralty flag. I'm sorry, we have it. We have the original flag for that. Okay, so these are the notes I'm saying are debtor instruments that are set in our courts of Admiralty. Okay, so that's what I'm doing online, is to administer our court hearings. Now that's the letter to Simon Roundtree and James Brown. Okay, that's their notice to them, as well as Aaron Pascoe. Now you're clearly going to establish that title by Thursday this week. I want it cleared up. I want 1/61 Cook Street. I've just sent you those documents of the title. That there's 4 titles on that block, and this is going viral, by the way, because they want some answers now. The people who are watching this case wants answers, and now that we've got to this far, I have not got a reply back from the owners yet, because you know why? The lawyers know it's a problem, and they have done this with you and your department. I'm holding you liable for this mistake, and you wear the bill of this 5 billion. Okay, the 5 billion New Zealand dollars, and that's 2.715800 billion pound notes of that note is up against you. Okay, if you can't make your mind up, the British military will make it up, because they own these pound notes as our partners. Mr. Mayor, they own all these notes as creditors. Okay, they're going to go after it. Scotland Yard and Westminster, the new Westminster government, when I'm there, are going to salvage all our titles off the Queen, who's run off with the gold now. This HSBC are shutting down the gold bank. It's missing. You see, we're going to find it. We're going to recover everything the Queen stole. And it's quite clear she's cleared HM Treasury out. Now, I'm going to do this. Audit the Intuition New Zealand Limited Company and their titles on these land blocks, because that used to be the New Zealand Business Roundtable. And if they've been using our flag contract commercial contract, they're in trouble. We will seize everything off them and that land at Devonport, which belongs to King William. Okay, and us, the partners of King William, with their flag. Okay, so I want you to do this for me. I want you to discharge those companies, corporations, off that land block and put Moai King William Trust on the title. If you don't do that for me by Thursday, midday, then I will put our own British title back to what it was on the Crown grant under King of England title, King William IV, surrogate. That's me, the surrogate King of England. Okay? Now the Queen's gone, and that's proof enough when you see that video of Victoria State Government Governor Alex Chernoff. Alex Chernoff is swearing to the law, not to a monarch, because he tried that on the 23rd of December last year to save face of your titles. The Liens titles came from Victoria, Australia, and our titles, these titles, come from Britain. Now, these titles were born out of Britain under Maori court. You read what it's got there in 339D. Where is our names on that block? Now, all I'm doing here is reoccupying our native land. And this bill, anything, the private investigator will go after everything to the value of 5 billion New Zealand dollars, or 2.715800 billion pound notes, these pound note certificate in the ANZ Bank on Thursday to recover everything of the fraud. These are fraud legal instruments to defray the cost of your crimes and your Queen's monarchy sovereignty government. Okay, we've got our own King's monarchy sovereign government deal to the new Westminster government after the 7th of May 2015. That's when we'll be there. And Mr. Aaron Pascoe has held me up from being there because of his fraud dealings with the landowners. I know he's telling them to ignore everything I've got here, to ignore it. That's the worst thing he had done, because the police booted him out of the Auckland Central Police Station because he's libelled them now. He's libelled them in these pound notes. Okay? It's got £1 trillion we're going to recover off all of you in government. Okay? No matter what, we will seize land or anything to that value against every policeman personally will lose the lot because of his mistake. And Mike Bush, the police commissioner, letting him do what he do. And Marshall, Peter Marshall, was the last commissioner of police, didn't even answer my letters that I sent to him. He didn't assist us. That's why I've gone to the British military, our partners, okay? I've gone there to come here to look after our business between here and England under this flag. That's what this flag was for, to look after our business with the military. This is the military flag. This is the bank flag. And this is the trading free passage through the world flag. And this is King William IV, monarchy sovereignty of our land flag. And this is an international trading company flag. Okay? That's what I'm saying. This is a land flag. That's the Admiralty Mortgage Lands flag. Okay, it's got everything in it, as well as the Red Cross of England. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you today, Robert, that if you do not transfer that land on your Liens titles, then I'm going to use this pound note with a certificate and take it to the bank with this one, the trillion one for the police. I'm going to bank that. It's already in the bank. I'm going to bank it as real money against the police force. That's only the police force. Okay? And I'm going to bank that one against the fraudsters, Doug Rickard Bell, Don Grant in Liens, and you, and Robert Andrell, the Surveyor General, for forging that land block. For forging the land block with Chris Finlayson. He's in there too, but Chris has got a bigger one. He's in that one. Okay, he's in that one, and he's in that one too. So he get built in here, and get built in here, and that one, and then he get built again as the crown in that one. And all your crown in Wellington, it can build in this one. The military will come to this country and foreclose it. Okay? And all of you will be in debt if you don't do anything about this title today and tomorrow. And I'm just telling you that we are talking strategic here from that government in Westminster, which is dual government under the Moai, under the Moai Memorial, standing in London. Okay, the Queen's gone now, left my memorial, my Moai statue memorial, clear title. Okay, clear title. Here he is here in London. Okay, that one. Okay, there he is. That's Moai in London. Okay, that's for me to administer. Okay, and that's King Arthur. Okay. King Arthur there with King William. That's Matt Taylor's king. Okay, so we've got King Arthur, we've got King Robert the Bruce, we've got King William, and we also got alive King HRH Geoffrey Foley, Lord High Constable of the Magistrate of Lohaden Castle. Okay, so he's ready to go back and assume his position when we go to Devonport in England. He's on Pembrokeshire. Okay, Pembrokeshire, and he has a title to be King of England. Okay, I and Jamie wants to be the ambassadors of Britain to go around the world in 250 countries under this flag that Prince Andrew corrupted. Okay, he corrupted this flag. It's on the P&O ships. It's on the Royal Monarch, I think it is. Ocean Monarch ship. Okay, and other ships as well. That flag. Okay, so one more time. Liens has corrupted this title on Cook Street. I want you to reverse it. I want you to reverse it back into the King's property, because we're going to do the same thing in England with Devonport. Seize it. We're going to seize Westminster land and seize Buckingham Palace. Okay, we're going to seize all the King's property in the world back. That's my job. That is my job. The land title holder over here on that land block. If anybody has got any better instruments, then I haven't seen them yet, Robert. No one is opening their mouth. When they're silent, like what has happened here with Simon Roundtree and James Brown, I'm going to see them today to give them one more chance to respond. And after that, we are taking that land back into the King's Bench Court ownership. Okay, and Moai statue memorial standing up here in the museum in Auckland as the memorial title to Auckland. Okay, it was put there for that reason. And this one in England, London. That one, okay, that one in London. That's the court, High Court of Admiralty in London. They let me use it online. Robert, I'm doing my court hearings direct to the High Court of Admiralty on this block to our case. That's why I'm saying I'm giving them a chance. If they put up a fight over that land block, it's in there 2 hours all over. They will make a ruling straight away. They know the block inside out because it's their title that's being corrupted and made fraud money on it. Okay, I want to make that quite clear to the world that I'm here in that capacity as the native holder of these lands, ahead of Ngāti Whātua Ōrākei. Maori iwi was put there by your crown. Okay, your crown put them there. They're going to land up in this court very soon. They're going to land up in this court very soon, Robert, and a lot more of your people are going to land up in that court if you don't sort that land block out. I'm giving everyone this last chance. I know the police know it's serious, especially when we're dealing with the British military. They're watching me. They're watching over me and what I do as our legal, commercial, trading Bank of England partners. Okay, so that's all. We'll see you later. And I'm expecting a reply from you today or tomorrow before Thursday midday. Okay, before Thursday midday, when I'll go on and I'm getting a police assistance. I'm going to ask the police to assist me to secure the land into the bank with this pound note. Okay, with this pound note once and for all. It has to be done because it's sitting on Facebook, Twitter, Google and YouTube for a long time, over 6 years. It's been floating around a problem with all their photos. All your photos are in front of the whole world and no one saying anything. When you're silent, I accept the silence as a defeat of title and their queen. And your queen has been defeated by me, the surrogate King of England. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We're going about the law as it should be, because my family of ROGANs did these titles. Right? My family, and the Manukau and the Wanoa family, ROGANs, okay, and the Cosgrove lawyers did these land blocks. Here, Dick Rogan at the East Coast, okay, Gisborne titles, and John Rogan here in the Kaipara and Auckland. You'll see it on those titles. That's my family. And that's why I'm going to England with the Rogans over there to sort the whole lot out. Okay? Thank you very much. We'll see you later. Bye for now. And I'll just send you one more lot of information. And then I'm going to see those two boys, the owners, the last time, third and last time, to give them a chance. I give them 72 hours notice before on the first affidavit, 72 hours notice on the second affidavit that runs out at 4 o'clock today, and then I'll give them the last affidavit which will run out at 10 o'clock on Thursday. Okay? 10 o'clock on Thursday it will run out. And that's it. They have not replied. Their lawyer has not replied to me. And everything is online. Every letter that I put to you and the police and them and everyone concerned online, so everybody's watching you. They know what I do. They want to see what you do. Okay? So do the right thing. Otherwise we are going to issue new tenancy agreements from Britain and a new title from Britain over these titles. We're going to use these titles because that's our property. Everything on this land is our property. That's what I'm saying. Okay, thank you very much. Bye for now. See you later.